Hi everyone, here's a quick tutorial on Carline Hound. I'm going to go from beginning to end so you can see how the process starts, and then I'll talk about how we address the rest of it once the kids get outside. So in Carline Hound, we have a Carline Walker and we have a Carline Marshal. The Carline Walker will usually be Coach. If Coach isn't available, then it'll be Hymas and so on. So we'll have a backup person for whoever's on this. So the Line Walker is going to be the one who's walking with their phone or an iPad, and they're the ones who are going to be entering kids into our system. So let's say Coach is walking, he gets out there at 2:45, 2:48, and he's just walking along. And I've checked in Bobby, Susie, Kimmy, and they show up in the car rider line. I'm also going to check in Johnny, Marisol, Benny, Matt, and Joe. Okay, so I wanted to make sure to at least enter it enough so you can see how it's going to look on the teacher side too. Let's add little Tomas. All right, so that's what the Carline Walker person is going to do. They're just going to walk and they're just going to enter all the numbers from their from what they see in the windshield. If a parent or person picking up does not have that, then we're going to instruct them to park in the parking lot so they can come in and we can help them with that. All right, so that's the walker. The marshal is going to be the person who is assisting um, with the Carline information, and this is how we're going to show if kids have gone. So we have 9 cars already here. These are the cars that are on deck. And then so that'll show us, like, especially in the classroom, what we have. And then this is the ones that are going to be after. So they're going to be kind of like along the fence, that backside. But whenever these kids are all picked up, the Carline Marshal will dismiss them, and then we'll continue going until all those kids are dismissed. If we have a parent that has been there a while, they're not going to be in spot number 1. We're going to have them move up to be past where the little cars are parked, the handicap spots, until we can find their kid and get where they are. But the point is that the line needs to continue moving. So that's for the Carline Marshal. For the teachers, you're typically going to see them. You can do large display, or what I would recommend is doing classroom. And then let's say you're the kinder class, you're going to come down here and do the drop down in kinder, and it'll show only kinder car riders. So for those numbers, they actually didn't have any kinders. Let's try third. Okay, so we had a couple of kids that were in third. So any kid that has third grade tied to them or their family is going to show up if you do it this way. Otherwise, if you don't designate a grade, then it's going to show you all kids for the whole school. And so it's easier to come to classroom and do the drop down. That way you can just see your grade level. Once kids' names are on here, their instructions are to go straight to the front. We'll have people in the hallway making sure that they continue to walk. And then once they get outside, they'll wait under the awning until they see their car. The idea is that when they're out there, and because they haven't been out there the whole time, as soon as they walk out, they know their car is about to come any moment. So it's important for them to stay quiet and to watch for their cars. All right. Some of you were asking too about numbers, or if they didn't have one whenever we did open house. Only the oldest child got cards for that had the numbers on them. So if they have a sibling that's older, then it was given out to them then. If there are people who did not come, please make sure that you're emailing the parent and letting them know that they'll need this car line number in order to be able to pick up their student and to have a quicker response for that. They won't have the card, but they can write their number on a piece of paper. So if you go to staff resources and you need to know what your students' numbers are, on the Carline Hound page, I've put the login, I've put the sign up. So if you haven't signed up yet, please do so. And then here's the family number. So you can click into the document, and it has every single number, every single kid on here by number. and then by teacher alphabetically, and then by grade level. So let's say I'm a third grade teacher, I can go to third grade tab, they're all in alphabetical order, and I say, oh, Berkeley Herring, grandpa is going to pick them up, and or parent, and they need to know what the number is, it's 238. So hopefully parents will do a good job of holding on to the number tags. They did a great job with the car tags last year. So yeah, hopefully once everybody gets it down, it will be smooth, and you will not know how you survived without it. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me or text me. All right, thanks. Bye.